Hi everyone, and welcome to day 4 of your 7-day reset. Good job on making it this far. If you followed through this whole series, make sure to subscribe so you get notified when the next videos come out, and keep going. These are all really short videos to help you reset and help you feel better. Even if it's 5 minutes a day, take 5 minutes a day for yourself to do this and reset. And by the end, you will feel much more calm and happy, and you can redo this series as often and whenever you would like. So day 4 is building on day 3. Day 3 was naming some positive things about ourselves and identifying some positive things about us and putting words to those, right? Which we're really bad at. We are also really bad at speaking so negatively about ourselves. So we play these really mean and negative scripts in our head over and over and over again. And you can imagine what kind of toll that takes on you. Like, if someone's sitting there next to you, following you around all day, yelling at you, telling you how dumb you are, how incompetent you are, how you suck at everything, thinking worst case scenarios about everything, of course you're gonna feel bad. Anyone in that situation would feel bad. And guess what? We do it to ourselves all the time, all day long. So one of the biggest things that I work with clients and that I find to be so helpful and powerful is learning to challenge and flip those scripts. So the first step of that, which is the one I want to focus on today, well, this is kind of twofold, 2 steps today. I want you to think of a negative thought that you've had about yourself. You can think of something today, you can think of something this week, or maybe a prominent one that comes up. And think about that. What does that look like? What does that play out like in your head? Is it negative about your body? Is it negative about your ability to do something? Does it come out in social situations, maybe where you want to engage with someone, or you want to ask someone out, or you want to talk to your boss, or you want to make more friends, or something like that, and it comes out there? And you go to do it, or you think about doing it, and then all of a sudden that negativity starts playing in your head. Maybe it's, you can't really do that, no one's gonna like you, you're super awkward, what are you even trying to do? All of that kind of stuff. So think of at least one thought for this exercise. Think of one negative thought that you've had about yourself, and try to be as detailed in thinking about that and remembering what you really said to yourself in your head. Be as detailed as you can in that. And then I want us to challenge it and flip it. Now, the whole point of this, and I get into this a lot more in my courses and some of my other videos, but this is sort of the sweet and condensed version of this. But the whole point of this is to challenge it and flip it, but in a way that's realistic, not in a way that doesn't feel real or doesn't feel right, or not one that's like too positive and too much fluff. You want it to be real, but you want it to be more positive and actually more real, because often the negative thoughts that we have are really not true. They really are very negative. And we want to flip it to something more positive and more uplifting and more empowering. And that could be something like, so maybe your negative thought is that you think that people think that you're dumb. So you start saying something and you automatically assume like, oh man, they probably think I'm an idiot. They probably think I'm so stupid. And then you just run off with that thought. So a challenge to that could be something like, I'm a lot harder on myself sometimes than other people are. And I believe that people actually like me, or people think highly of me, or I know that I am more harsh on myself than other people. Something like that. It could be as simple as, people like me. And maybe that doesn't feel even true, but I'm reinforcing that as really powerful, and it is more true than you think it is usually. So things like that, flipping it into something more positive. Trying to find positivity within that, and like all of those examples, that's not fluffy, that's not like I'm the best person in the whole world and everyone loves me. That's not what it is. It's more empowering. It's like, yeah, people like me. I have value. I am worth something. I have something to bring to the table. And it doesn't always feel like it, but I do. And I'm working on building up my confidence and becoming better and better. So it's really a kind of a reality check, but in a more empowering and positive way. So your homework for day 4, or your homework right now as you're watching this on day 4, is to just think about one negative thought at least. You can do it for more, but think about one negative thought that you've had about yourself and challenge that. Another way that you can challenge it that's easy, I think, to think about is, what if someone you loved came to you and said that about themselves? So they came and said, oh man, I just hate myself. Like I've gotten so fat and I hate myself. What if someone you love came and said that to you? What would you say back to them? Because what you would say back to them is probably really positive and loving, and that can be an easier way to think of what you should actually be saying to yourself. Think about what you would say to someone you loved and say that, and then say that to yourself. So try this out, see what you think. Start with at least one. One is good enough. If that's all you have space for, that's perfect, that's great. If you want to do more, that's great too. But start challenging some of those thoughts and see how that feels. See how that challenge feels. If you want to write down the thought, the more positive thought, and read it out loud, that can be really powerful too, kind of your own affirmation. So try that out. This is day 4, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5.